The RNLI was established in 1824 and was then known as the National Society for Preservation of Life from Shipwreck. 30 years later, the name was changed to the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. The RNLI currently operates 230 lifeboat stations around Britain's coastline, 31 in Wales and 1 here in Porthcawl. Since the charity has been founded, there have been countless examples of bravery shown by the RNLI volunteers. In August 2004, the lifeboat crew at Porthcawl were called to assist the fishing vessel the Gower Pride, which had suffered engine failure near a sandbank just off Porthcawl. The helmsman that day was Aileen Jones.
It wasn't a beautiful summer's day, it was quite rough and windy. We launched. He was having difficulties, he couldn't set his anchors, his engine had failed, and he was being washed on the sandbanks at Nash. We couldn't cross the sandbank to go and get him, so we went right round up to East Nash Buoy, went around that way. It was quite hairy on times. We went alongside him, put a tow line on. We couldn't get that close to him because it was too rough, but he tied it on and it actually did part when we were trying to get him away from the bank. Went back around a second time, managed to get a crew member on board this time to set another tow line up. Unfortunately, Gower Pride listed over onto us, hit one of our crew members with a dam buoy, but he was fine. We pulled away very quickly and gently towed the Gower Pride then away from the sandbanks, and Mumba's lifeboat then came to assist with a tow back to Porthcawl. We train regularly, we train every Wednesday, every Sunday for incidents like this, so then our training just gets put into practice then when we do a call like that, and hopefully we do everything correctly, which we did on that day.
Often, RNLI crews are called out to rescue animals. In February 2010, Emma Reeves was walking her Hungarian Vizsla along the pier at Porthcawl, but no one could expect what was to happen next.
But being part of the crew, we all have to undertake in boat maintenance and station maintenance every Friday. There's 4 of you, team up, and you just take part in cleaning. And as we turned up on a Friday afternoon, I was taken through one of the new boys through some of the maintenance of the boat when there was a knock at the door. So we opened the door to this man and woman, a bit frantic. So we said, "Oh, what's the problem?"
We were just walking down the pier, and she was off lead, and she went right up to the edge of the pier, called her back, and as she turned, her legs slipped down the slipway, and she just fell straight into the sea.
So I said, "Okay, no problem. Can you show me where it was?" I expected the dog to be actually swimming round and being taken with the tide, but as we went up the pier, you could see the dog was actually stuck on the ledge on the end of the pier. There was an incoming tide. I knew we didn't have long to get this dog off. She was obviously screaming and yelping from the bottom, so I couldn't get to her, so I was quite panicking really. So I ran back and spoke to my the lifeboat operations manager to have permission to go in the water. So the 2 of us kitted up, we went in the water. We swam over to the dog. They actually pulled her off of the side of the pier and put her into the boat. And then the lifeboat recovered and went back up into the station. Used their own jumpers to dry her with, because a blanket. So relieved to have her back. I thought I'd lost her. I didn't think I was going to get her back, but yeah, really pleased to have her back, obviously.
To make these rescues possible, RNLI volunteers endure hours of training on a weekly basis. I spoke to Simon Ems to find out more.
Obviously when you get to rescue, sometimes things aren't as straightforward as perhaps a training exercise, but that's where the difference comes in, and you learn from your training, and obviously during the rescue you get to put that in practice, and you grow in confidence from there. So yeah, training becomes a big part of what you do at the call out, but also the other way, call outs do have a big influence on the training in terms of what the call out is. Does actually affect how we train on the station. Most weekly exercises through various drills, obviously launch and recovery, searching, towing, and obviously a few other drills that we do. Navigation training is interesting, can be complicated, but what makes it worse is when you're actually out of the training room on the boat itself, whether it's wet, windy, rough seas, then it puts a completely different perspective on shore-based training. But yeah, you do need to know it. The net recovery, again, normally we do that on low water where the seas are rough, which involves driving the boat directly into a net which catches it. It takes a lot of nerve, obviously skill. You've got to get it right first time. There's no second chance with that, so it does, as a helmsman, put you under quite a lot of pressure.
In 1838, Grace Darling became the first woman to be awarded a medal by the RNLI. Since then, 19 medals have been awarded to female crew members for outstanding acts of bravery. Earlier on in the film, I mentioned the challenging rescue of the fishing vessel the Gower Pride, which suffered engine failure near a sandbank just off Porthcawl. Following the rescue, Aileen Jones was awarded the Bronze Medal for Gallantry, making her the first lifeboat woman since 1888 to be awarded a medal by the RNLI.
Now, a woman who led a lifeboat crew through rough seas to rescue a stricken fishing vessel is to become the first female in over a century to receive a lifeboat bravery medal.
Aileen Jones is the first woman in 116 years to receive the RNLI Medal for Gallantry.
The guys on the crew as well got awarded vellums and different things for that call out, and I was just amazed when they said that I was going to get the bronze medal. The ceremony was in the May in 2005, and we all went up to the Barbican. I got my medal there from the Duke of Kent, so it was a very good occasion. Thoroughly enjoyed it.